In this issue of Movies, you'll ride high with Matthew Broderick in the new suspense thriller, Project X. We'll go behind the scenes of the explosive action-adventure film, Death Before Dishonor. And visit with Bette Midler and Shelley Long on the set of their smash hit comedy, Outrageous Fortune. Word has it that Evil Dead 2 is a real eye-grabber, and that Stuart Gordon's dolls are nothing to be toyed with. We'll get up close with superstar Michael J. Fox and learn the secret of his success. You'll journey into the horrifying world of Freddy Krueger, the evil madman from A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3. And get blown away by the amazing special effects in the futuristic crime drama, Robocop. You'll discover that beautiful Mary Stuart Masterson and sexy Leah Thompson are some kind of wonderful. We'll get nothing but the facts from Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks, the hilarious partners of Dragnet. And go on a roller coaster ride of laughs with Nicolas Cage in the offbeat, side-splitting comedy, Raising Arizona. We'll get an exclusive look at the latest computer animation techniques used by Walt Disney Studios to create The Great Mouse Detective. All this and more as Movies brings you what's happening today and tomorrow.
This is it. I'm through. I'm dead. I'm done.
You're right.
Jimmy Garrett can't seem to get his Air Force career off the ground.
You stole an airplane from the Air Force. You had a girl and an open bottle of champagne in the cockpit.
I'm screwed.
You're gonna be lucky if they let you walk again.
I got a lot to learn. Not you.
Jimmy's lack of direction earns him a demotion.
Remember, guys, it's not just a job, it's an adventure.
He finds himself in a world of high-tech weaponry where he meets someone who changes his life.
Virgil, huh? You don't look like a Virgil. I think this is yours. See you later, alligator.
Thank you. Look up 10, 9, 8, and Arthur will be there, and I'll get him going. So,
The film is Project X, a contemporary suspense drama directed by Jonathan Kaplan.
To the scale, Willie pulls away, goes over to Ginger. He goes and gets Willie.
Matthew Broderick, star of the hit films War Games and Ferris Bueller's Day Off, plays the freewheeling airman, Jimmy Garrett.
A little slower, Dan.
See, he's a little bit, I think, at a crisis when our story began. And he wants to be a pilot, or at least thinks he wants to be a pilot. I think what he finds through the course of the movie that's not really as important to him as he's been thinking it is. Hey, Chimp Yeager, give me 5.
Once in the top-secret training program, Jimmy's job is to teach Virgil how to fly military aircraft.
Pull back. It's good now. Up. Now go up. Go up. Go up. Up.
As the new recruits get to know each other, Jimmy makes a startling discovery.
Hi. Help. Oh, I don't believe it. Help. I think when Jimmy finds that one of the chimps can talk and speak sign language, this animal that he's been taught could never do that, suddenly is speaking to him. he sort of sees that there's more to the world than what he's been thinking.
Starring opposite Matthew Broderick is Helen Hunt as Terry, a university researcher who taught Virgil how to communicate with sign language.
Apple. You don't want this? Apple. Apple. Virgil, look. This means apple. Look. Look.
For Hunt, the idea of communicating with chimps was not at all unreasonable.
It never seemed far-fetched or amazing to me. It just happens to be that these animals are so close to us on the evolutionary scale that they can communicate in a language that we can also communicate in. They're not close enough to be able to communicate verbally, but they're close enough to be able to communicate with sign language. Fast break! Fast break!
When funds for Terry's special project run out, Virgil is sent to Lockridge Air Force Base to be used in the top-secret Project X.
Dunk it!
Hey, what do you think is going on here?
I didn't know.
Jimmy soon learns the truth about Project X.
For example, Virgil, it seems to me there would be a better use for him than this experiment.
Jimmy also learns that following orders isn't always the right thing to do.
This is Colonel Niles. Do exactly as Dr. Carroll says. That's an order.
If you look at a chimpanzee and he looks at you, and there's a connection, there's a communication there, it's a movie that says that that instinct is right, and that you can't just sort of willy-nilly treat that creature as an object.
I suggest we get started.
I have a question. Sir, if we've proven that our pilots can retaliate, why does this chimp have to be irradiated?
If Matthew learns anything, which he does, I mean, his character learns something in the movie, it's that he should trust his feelings.
This program, gentlemen, we're exploring every possible scenario of nuclear war. Now, there's a big difference between a pilot who flies through a radioactive cloud and one who is caught in a 20-megaton blast.
Sirs, this chimpanzee, there's one thing he doesn't know. If he's exposed to radiation, he'll fly just like we taught him to. But a human pilot won't fly the same because he'll know that he's dying.
I think he learns that if you feel something is wrong, it's probably wrong.
That is enough.
How many do we have to kill?
Garrett, this is not the time or the place to go into this.
All I want people to do after seeing this movie is to, the next time they find themselves in a situation where they're being asked to do something that they think in their heart is wrong, that they just have a little confidence in that feeling and go with that. And I think if you give people all the facts, I think they'll 9 times out of 10 do the right thing.
Garrett, that's it for you. You're finished.
Take it down.
You pick up your gear and you get the hell off of my base. And if I ever catch you anywhere near here again, so help me God, you're going to finish your tour of duty in a military prison. You understand that? And that is a promise.
Report. Reactor status.
Reactor secure.
Roger.
We're going to take him in for a landing and recommence the exercise at 0800
Matthew
hours.
Broderick, a hero with a heart in Project X.
You're dead, Marine.
Death Before Dishonor. It's the code of the Marines and the title of a new motion picture that places a beautiful photographer and a U.S. gunnery sergeant in a web of international terrorism in the Middle East. Death Before Dishonor stars former NFL football player Fred Dreyer.
Sergeant Jack Burns, who was very Marine Corps. He loves being out in the field with the men, and he likes teaching, and he likes combat, and he likes all the things that make up the Marine Corps. And at that level is where he really thrives.
Action. Look at Tracy! Heads up. Go!
Dreyer's co-star is Joanna Pakula, best known for her role in Gorky Park.
See, the character I'm playing in this picture is great because it's like, it's intelligent, it's courageous, it's And she's also a photographer, and I've been like interested in the photography for a while right now, so I thought that would be a perfect opportunity for me to like pretend that I'm one.
Yeah, right there. Good? Yeah.
To bring Death Before Dishonor to the screen, Hollywood moved halfway around the world to Israel, where sacred Muslim forts and streets served as a backdrop for the mythical kingdom of Jamal.
Cut! Cut!
Although the city and the film's story are fictitious, the filmmakers were meticulous in depicting an accurate portrayal of the United States Marine Corps.
We had a lot of help from the Marine Corps in doing this. They read the script, they okayed it, they allowed us on the base with a recon school in San Diego. We talked to the colonels and gunnery sergeants, and we did a lot of research on this film.
Adding to the research were the personal experiences of co-star Brian Keith, who found the film a perfect opportunity to relive his days as part of the Marines.
I was a Marine when I was a kid, and all the things I've done, I've never played a Marine. Also, I better do it right now because a couple of more years I won't be able. I'm just slipping in under the wire now.
To bring Keith up to date and oversee the armaments, attitude, and combat protocol, the producers enlisted the help of former Marine and military technical advisor Lou Richard.
Anything that has to do with the military, I cover it, make sure that it's exactly correct, and so that everybody in the audience doesn't sit there and go, ha, 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 we didn't do it that way, you know. So we get it right.
For the actors, getting it right meant training with Richard for 6 weeks before filming.
The trick was to get the boys to look and feel and act like Marines, and it's neat because it works. I'd walk into a room when we were done, I'd go, attention on deck, and they'd all jump up. You know, perfect attention, even Fred. I'm going, I've done my job, it's great.
The result of Richard's realistic training is some of the most exciting and explosive action sequences ever seen on film. To direct Death Before Dishonor, the producers tapped the talents of legendary stuntman Terry Leonard.
I think when they first approached me to direct this film was the action aspect of it. And it's turned into, I think, quite a bit more than that. I think it's got a very nice balance between our actors and the action.
I love the movement. I like action very much. I was very attracted to this part because of the physical possibility.
Your friends killed Sergeant Ramirez, and now you're going to tell me where they are.
Go ahead, you can beat me, but that won't get your colonel back.
I'll take that chance. Where are they?
Go home, Surgeon. Bury your dead and go home. This isn't your war.
It is now.
For the action, Leonard relied on the talents of a 10-member stunt team, headed by Kerry Rossell.
I think what we've got here is guys with a lot of different backgrounds that have levels of expertise, from fire to high falls to motorcycles to cars. All the things that we really need to put a good program together here for Mr. Leonard. Usually a director, you can help out a lot, but this gentleman knows just about it all.
The action films that have been out, and this is saying something. I think it's got a great chance of being as good, if not better, than any of them.
Every single one. You want to hit me, right? Okay, give it a try. Give it a try. Let's go. Let's go.
Talk about dingbats.
The Dingbats are Shelley Long and Bette Midler, the crazy co-stars of the smash hit film Outrageous Fortune.
Okay, you insist.
This hilarious comedy takes the two actresses on a wild and zany cross-country adventure, full of crazy characters and dangerous situations.
Frisk 'em. Nice buns, boys. You been working out?
This is it's a kind of a buddy picture. I haven't seen a picture. I haven't seen a girl buddy picture
We're not buddies for a while. I mean, we're there not by choice so much, but by circumstance, which is funny.
Bet and Shelley play Sandy and Lauren, two aspiring actresses who discover to their horror that Michael, played by Peter Coyote, has romanced them both.
What's your problem now? Promising sexual favors? That sends us back to the Dark Ages.
The relationship between the two girls is extremely odd.
They are a dichotomy. They are such opposites.
One girl is a kind of loudmouth from the Lower East Side, kind of a know-it-all. And the other girl's also a know-it-all, but from a whole other part of the world.
To confront the other side of her personality and the other side of life is very mind-blowing for Lauren and very fun for the audience.
When Michael suddenly disappears, these two colorful opposites must learn to get along in order to find their man. For Bette Midler, it was the fast-paced and action-packed story that drew her to the part of Sandy.
I liked the adventure of it. I liked the chase part of it. I've never been in a chase picture before, and it seemed like a challenge.
For Shelley Long, Outrageous Fortune offered the most physically demanding role she has ever taken on. The script required that she and Bette Midler go on an outrageous chase through the rough and tough terrain of New Mexico.
I love physical comedy, and I knew that this film would certainly involve a lot of physical comedy. I didn't actually realize, I don't think any of us did, the hazardous locations that we would be dealing with. I like all of it, and this picture asks for all and more.
Leave me alone! Frank, you have to listen! No,
By the end of their action-filled journey, these two unlikely allies gradually learn to like each other.
I'm sorry, Frank, but this is really important.
Oh, leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
The culmination of Lauren and Sandy is the extremes of what's there for all of us. Within one person, I think, any one person is a Lauren and a Sandy.
Okay. And action!
For the creators of the film, Outrageous Fortune makes its mark as the first buddy action comedy film centering on women as friends, even though their friendship happens the hard way.
I think that's good for us to be shaken up a bit and be able to see and feel the opposite of what we believe to be true.
The clash of values and the clash of behavior is, I think, what makes the picture very funny.
Shelley Long and Bette Midler, Hollywood's newest comedy team in Outrageous Fortune.
Hello, downstairs!
4 years ago, in this quiet forest, in this cozy cabin, something happened. Something so frightening. Something so deadly. Something so evil. We prayed it would never happen again. Now, from the creator of Evil Dead, comes Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn.
Nothing like it has ever been on Earth before. We cannot see it, but it sees the heat of our bodies and the heat of our fear. It kills for pleasure. It hunts for sport. But this time, it's picked the wrong man to hunt. He is the ultimate warrior. If he is to destroy it, he must become more than a man, more than an animal. He must become the very spirit of the Predator. Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator. Soon the hunt will begin.
Ever been afraid of a storm? Think everything will be all right in the morning?
Suppose there isn't a morning.
Tonight, in this storm, in this house, you will discover something you've never been afraid of before.
They're alive, aren't they?
Dolls. They want to play with you. Dolls.
Getting dreams.
Oh, no. What is it?
It's the jerk.
For superstar Michael J. Fox, the secret of success is found in taking risks.
My husband.
My uncle.
Your what?
Oh, God, that makes you...
Auntie Vera?
Oh, oh. Oh, God. Oh.
Being an actor is a risk. And it would just seem to be a real wasted opportunity to have the attention, as an artist, to have the attention of the public or of the press, and to waste it by giving the same thing all the time and doing the same thing all the time. So it's not a matter of changing image, but varying characterizations.
Maybe we'll just have to keep you here and adopt you.
But then the challenge is to say, how do I take this story and this character and this situation that people might have heard of in someone else's life, in a book, in a film, on a television show, and make it fresh and make it new? And the way that Herb and I both kind of decided on is almost going back to, you know, Keaton and Lloyd and Chaplin, and that kind of physical freedom, and saying, okay, it's all right to crawl backwards on a window ledge and be chased by a woman and fall over a couch and have her jump on me and have their husband come in the room and have the hum and the hum and the what. I mean, if you're gonna do it, do it.
When the picture was presented to me, Michael was already committed to the role, and I thought that he was an awfully good choice. Oh, well, he's so charming, and he's so winning, and he has this absolutely irresistible face.
He's a very good kisser. He's a live wire. It's always fun to be around a live wire. And he's just one of the kindest people you could meet. He's lovely to strangers.
Recognition's a tricky thing. For the most part, it's a joy, and it's a hell of a lot better than being unemployed. I often use the example that I can go to a town I've never been to and run into 150 friends, because especially via television, you are a part of their family. And to sign an autograph, it's you signing a contract saying that you verify that those people exist and are important. And it doesn't take that much time.
It says, can I show it?
I'll wear it so everyone knows that I met him. Show everyone.
The people that are standing behind me who come every day to see him, and they ask him for autographs. Well, they have hundreds of autographs. They want to just talk with him. If they didn't ask him for the autograph, he wouldn't stop and he wouldn't talk with them. And I still haven't figured out how they figured out where we are.
This one girl wrote me a real sweet note that said, I understand that you're looking forward to going home, but you have to understand that we're a little sad that you're going home. I mean, it's like, I read this thing about 12 times. I just thought that's the sweetest thing I've ever read.
We love you, Michael.
I mean, how can you argue with that? That's just sweetness.
In this house lives a man who's been dead for over 20 years. His name is Freddy Krueger.
Welcome home, Darren.
And he's up to his old tricks again in A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3.
Die.
The Dream Warriors.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
In the make-believe world of film, dreams can come true, and so can nightmares. Just ask Freddy Krueger, a man who dreams of nothing but revenge.
It feels so good to him, the pursuit of this revenge. Feels so good to him and gives him such a sense of being alive in this whatever strange purgatory that he inhabits.
His name is Freddy Krueger. He was a child murderer before he died. And after he died, well, he became something worse.
Freddy doesn't think he's the bad guy. Freddy's got a beef.
Why is he after us? Yeah, and what did we do? It's not you. Your parents, my parents, they burned him alive.
Well, these parents scarred me. You know, this is his beef.
You are the last of the Elm Street children.
And I'm gonna get their kids for that. You know, I got off fair and square. Those lawyers got me off, and Freddy's got this legit beef. You know, so Freddy, you know, Freddy doesn't think of himself as a bad guy.
Robert Englund, who portrays Freddy Krueger in all 3 Elm Street films, finds that the more than 4 hours of makeup time each day helps him relate to the character's suppressed anger.
Knock it off. Freddy purges an anger that we all feel on the freeway, or that we all feel on the checkout line. And I think that that's one of the common denominators that everybody hooks into to him. You know, Freddy's always just, it's like James Cagney putting that grapefruit in that woman's face. Well, Freddy's doing that to all those people that we wish we could do that to. That overweight suburban couple that's keeping up with the Joneses, you know, or those little trendy rich kids that we all want to hate down deep, that Freddy's punishing. You know, I think people kind of get off on that a little bit.
This is where it began.
This wing's been closed for years. What was this place?
Purgatory, fashioned by the hands of men. Twisted, lonely souls, the worst of the criminally insane, were locked up in here like animals.
This whole facility was shut down in the 40s, wasn't it? Some sort of scandal?
A young girl on the staff was accidentally locked in here over the holidays. The inmates kept her hidden for days. She was raped hundreds of times. When they found her, she was barely alive and with child. That girl was Amanda Krueger. Her child, Freddy.
Action!
Born from this humble beginning, Freddy has become one of Hollywood's most successful celluloid villains. And he is a man who definitely enjoys his work.
I get to work with fire. I get to work with nubile teenage girls in jeopardy. I get to work with stuntmen that make me look superhuman. I can pick up guys by their throat and pitch them across the room. And you dance it a little bit, you know, and that's fun.
But even with all the advantages that the Nightmare on Elm Street films have offered, Freddy still has a few regrets.
Mr. Krueger regrets he didn't slice the throat of John Saxon, that cop father in part 1 of Nightmare on Elm Street, because I think he's still breathing down my rather scarred and worn neck. Mr. Krueger regrets that he didn't kill Hope Lang in part 2, and that spoiled, bubble-headed suburban family headed by that wimp, Clu Gallagher. Mr. Krueger regrets and looks forward to not finishing the job on young, lithe Heather Langenkamp, alias Nancy. Those are my regrets.
You can be sure that you'll have no regrets when you see A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3. If you think you'll get out alive, you must be dreaming. Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3, Dream Warriors. Welcome to the future, where crime still exists, but law enforcement has changed with the times. Peter Weller is the star of the explosive new crime drama, Robocop.
Come quietly or there will be trouble.
This picture takes place in old Detroit in the future. It's the story of a cop named Murphy who in the course of his duties gets killed. And he is rebuilt as a cyborg, part man, part machine. And he is now programmed as the future of law enforcement.
Robocop has been looking for me and my boys because we're the ones that shot him up at the beginning. And as the film has gone along, he's discovered who we are, so he's come looking for us. And he happens to find us here. And then is in the process of arresting me, and then since I won't give up and go along peacefully, he starts throwing me through various windows of offices in the warehouse here while he's reading me my rights.
Okay. Next shot, thank you.
That's what we're in the process of doing, and that's what all this business comes from. So when they take me to the police station later, you know, I look something like this.
Ready? Action!
The unique visual effects required for Robocop presented a challenge to special effects coordinator Dale Martin.
The robot had a gun that fired a three-shot burst. So when the bad guys got shot, you not only had one bullet hole, but you had three. So you had a large hole, a large cavity, and a lot of blood. And these are extra large blood bags, but in a lot of the sequences, that's how much blood we'd use with 3 or 4 of the bullet hits to get the blood gushing and spurting off the chest cavity and the body cavities of a lot of the shots.
I figured if you wanted to take a shot at me after I did this to you, I couldn't blame you.
Producer John Davison is extremely pleased with the results of the special effects technician's work.
Well, today we're shooting the scene where Murphy gets killed by the gang. First they blow off his hand, and then they blow off his arm, then they blow off his head. We were going to use Peter Weller to blow his head off, but we decided we may need some looping later on, so Rob Bottin has created a wonderful prosthetic, a puppet of Peter Weller, which looks exactly like him. Go! And it sits up and it looks around and it gets frightened and screams, and the whole back of the head blows off. Quite traumatic. The future of law enforcement, Robocop.
No filmmaker today is as in touch with the complexities of teenage life than John Hughes. In his newest film, Some Kind of Wonderful, Hughes explores the joyous and sometimes painful repercussions of falling in love. Some Kind of Wonderful stars Eric Stoltz as Keith, a high school senior who wants to become a painter. Keith becomes infatuated with his classmate, Amanda Jones, played by Leah Thompson.
She's an interesting girl that I've observed and want to paint. And when you want to paint someone, you want to know them from every possible angle. You want to see them in every light. Well, this obsession leads into me discovering that she's an interesting human being and developing feelings for her.
Because of her good looks, Amanda has been accepted by the rich crowd at school, but still feels like an outsider.
She thinks she has to be something else to be accepted, and that's not really true. She's really an okay person just by herself. She thinks she has to pretend she's somebody else in order to be good.
Amanda is the type of girl that every boy dreams of and every girl wants to be, except Watts. Mary Stuart Masterson is Watts, Keith's best friend, and a tough tomboy who is fiercely independent.
Do you want me to kiss you?
You want to die young? I'm this drummer and very into, beating out my frustrations on the drums, and very self-reliant and strong individual who's dealt with a lot of blows, and because of that confronts her daily life like it's, a major battle. I think Watts is the most optimistic person around, I mean, to have been shot down and treated badly and have nobody in her life, and it's easy to be bitter and resentful, and she's not, She keeps her head up, she's got dignity, and I respect her. So I don't see why other people shouldn't.
Are those boys' underpants?
Yeah, so?
So, I've just never seen a girl wearing boys' underpants before.
You ever seen a girl with a drumstick shoved up her nose?
I'm petrified.
I go crazy. I'm one of those confrontational type people who deals with everything as it comes up because everything comes up.
Can I ask you a question? You know a girl named Amanda Jones?
In school?
When Keith brings up Amanda, Watts is less than impressed.
The way this girl and her big money, cruel heart society spit on everyone is not interesting, it's pathetic. I think that it's a pretty shallow thing that he's fallen in love with this shallow person, and I'm shocked and disappointed.
Amanda! Oh, sorry. What time do you want me to pick you up Saturday? What, you have to check with your friends to see when you can go out?
Well, pick me up anytime you want to.
When Amanda decides to go out with Keith, her in-group status suddenly ends.
Oh, I hate Mexico. I'd much rather go to the Virgin Islands.
I think we're going to Aspen over Christmas.
I said hi.
Oh, Aspen's okay, but there's really nothing much to do, you know, at night.
So this is it, right?
You've got to be able to stand on your own. You got to be able to believe in yourself. And I think there's a lot of Amandas in the world, and I think the lessons she learns are neat, you know, and I hope that a lot of people will go, wow, she's just like me or just like somebody I know, and, you know, and kind of learn through what I learned. I know how you feel.
Oh, you do, really? You've been in love before.
There's a lot of things you don't know about me.
Problems occur when Watts discovers that she is in love with Keith.
Who have you ever been in love with? Huh?
Even though I'm in love with him, I sort of masochistically and self-effacingly help him get the date worked out. So probably do this.
How do you know?
I watch a lot of TV. Close your eyes.
Some Kind of Wonderful, a heartwarming tale of the joys and pains that go hand in hand with teenage love.
You're gonna go through with this.
I have to. I'm going out with a girl tonight, and she's beautiful, and everybody's in love with her, and she's going out with me.
Break his heart or break your face.
The story you are about to see this summer is true. Only the names have been changed to protect the innocent. For instance, Dan Aykroyd.
Ma'am.
Is Sergeant Joe Friday. Tom Hanks is Detective Pep Streebek.
I'm your new partner. There's a dress code for detectives in robbery homicide. Section 3-605.10.22.24.70.80. My name's Friday.
Take a lot of kidding about that?
Almost never.
You know the kinds of things that can fall into an industrial sausage press? Not excluding rodent hairs and bug excrement.
I hate you, Streebek.
You got a lot of repressed feelings, don't you, Friday? Must be what keeps your hair up.
Police officers, ma'am.
Why couldn't you have got here before that big, bad, stupid-looking piece of sewage breath stole my white wedding dress?
Just the facts, ma'am.
We need to ask you a few questions.
Their job.
You know, Friday, I think we finally found your look.
To enforce the laws.
This is shaping up to be a little more than just a series of simple robberies.
And preserve the safety of decent citizens.
Streebek! I found the snake!
Sure, this city isn't perfect. We need a smut-free life for all of our citizens. Cleaner streets, better schools, a good hockey team.
Dragnet. A new generation of courage.
Thank God it's Friday!
Just the facts, ma'am.
Oh, Sydney, this is our first date.
together.
Oh, B, you know how I feel about you.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. The landing of hundreds of unidentified spacecraft has now been officially confirmed as a full-scale invasion of the Earth by Martians.
Now, I love old radio stories, and I know a million of them. I've collected them down through the years, like a hobby. Anecdotes and gossip and inside stories about the stars. Plus, I recall so many personal experiences from when I grew up and listened to one show after another. This girl singing used to be a favorite at my house, one of many. Now it's all gone, except for the memories.
Pay more attention to your schoolwork and less to the radio.
You always listen to the radio.
It's different. Our lives are ruined already.
I double dare you to sit over here.
This is Irene Draper and Roger Daly saying,
If you love me, you'd leave your wife and marry me.
"Oh, I can't do that. Our ratings are too high."
Paradise.
Lay that pistol down, babe. Lay that pistol down.
I can keep a secret. I know everything about everybody on Broadway.
But what do you do?
She sings, Mama.
I don't wanna.
Every time I hear that song, my memory goes back to Leonard. That was our song.
Leonard?
Guess that tune.
Clark Gable was in town this week. And where did he go? To El Morocco.
How come you never take me to the Copacabana or El Morocco?
Take the gas pipe.
There are those who drink champagne at nightclubs and us who listen to them drink champagne on the radio.
I never forgotten any of those people or any of the voices we used to hear on the radio.
Be sure and tune in tomorrow for another adventure of the Masked Avenger when he flies over the city rooftops and we all hear his cry,
Beware, evildoers, wherever you are.
Son, you got a panty on your head.
Just drive fast, kid.
Turn to the right!
The first time I met Ed was in the county lockup in Tempe, Arizona. You're a flower, you are. A day I'll never forget.
I do.
You bet I do.
Okay, then.
My lawless years were behind me. Our child-rearing years lay ahead. But biology conspired to keep us childless.
You go right back up there and get me a toddler. I need a baby hide. I got more than I can handle.
At the time, Ed's little plan seemed like the solution to all our problems. And the answer to all our prayers.
He's beautiful.
What? Are you kidding? We got us a family here.
I want Nathan Jr. back!
What's his name?
Ed Jr.
Hi, Junior.
So far, we've just been using Junior.
We call him Junior.
He's out there somewhere.
Hold on, Nathan. We're gonna go pick up Daddy.
I've been taking these Huggies and, whatever cash you got.
You busted out of jail.
We released Prashaz on our own recognizance.
What Double here is trying to say is that we felt the institution no longer had anything to offer us.
We got a child now. Everything's changed.
Where's Junior?
Who the hell are you?
Oh, man.
We're absolutely going to get him back. There just ain't no question about that.
Give me that baby, you warthog from hell!
Hey, you want to know another thing? I'm going to be a better person from here on out. Let's go get Nathan Jr.
Raising Arizona, a comedy beyond belief.
Well, it ain't Ozzie and Harriet.
Animation, the art of bringing characters to life through movement, is one of man's most charming and fascinating challenges. But compared to the rich color and beauty of the animation classics, the first animated films were very simple. Walt Disney's Steamboat Willie in 1929 was a 6-minute black and white short introducing the most famous animated character in the world, Mickey Mouse. 57 years later, Disney mice are back. This time, a whole new gallery of characters showing the latest in animation technology in The Great Mouse Detective.
I think mice are sort of in the family. We've just done mice all our lives, and I suppose we sort of are in love with them.
The story is set into motion with the mysterious kidnapping of a master toy maker. He's pursued by the super-intelligent Great Mouse Detective himself, Basil, who, along with his friend and sidekick, Dr. Dawson, must match wits with the greatest criminal mind in the world, Professor Ratigan. The planning, development, and creation of these characters as they weave through this comic caper took 125 artists and many more writers, directors, and technicians over 6 years to complete.
Making animated films is probably one of the most labor-intensive things that anybody would ever want to do. It takes an incredible amount of time, an incredible amount of drawings.
The amazing process of creating an animated film starts with the development of characters. Dozens upon dozens of pencil sketches are crudely animated and observed to see how the character moves, all in an effort to create little characters who jump to life on screen.
When you discuss how these characters are going to relate, you're not talking about cartoons and funny ideas. These are real personalities.
I love it when I'm nasty.
As the characters begin to take shape, the voices are cast. The villainous sound of Ratigan went to a likely candidate, Vincent Price.
Oh, this is wicked. So delightfully wicked.
Ratigan is the ultimate villain. He has got a huge sense of humor about himself, but dead seriousness at the same time about crime.
Last night, and my first as supreme ruler of all Mousedom.
Vincent not only got to narrate Ratigan's lines, but he also had the chance to sing to music created by Academy Award winner Henry Mancini.
With time so short, I'll say so long and go so soon. Goodbye.
When the actor gets there and the voice begins to happen, and in playing it you exaggerate because it's an exaggerated character, you suddenly begin to see the character, the animation, taking on your humanity, which, of course, is what they want, because the more human the mouse or the rat is, the better it is for the picture.
Making a special appearance, Melissa Manchester wrote and sang a song as a barroom mouse.
I think I'm very attractive as a mouse. As I was singing and imitating her movements, I guess I infused some of just my body language, because I see some of the attitudes, very kitschy and very, the shoulders were just jumping around. Of course, she shakes her fanny a little bit too, which I must have been doing. But I wasn't in a little blue costume with feathers, I can tell you that.
Through the years, Disney has introduced new technology, creating visuals never seen before on screen. In The Great Mouse Detective, Phil Niblink, one of the 5 supervising animators, brought to the screen another Disney first, mixing computer technology with man-made characters. In the film's climactic scene, Basil faces down Ratigan inside the gearworks of London's Big Ben. The complicated clock mechanism was built by computer. As each frame was stored in its memory, a paper printout was made so the animator could draw the characters superimposed on top. Each scene was then tested first in black and white.
With the entire room and architecture and gears and beams and a clock face all in the computer's mind, we could then move through the set just like a live-action camera could do, or even more like a helicopter can do. This is the kind of cinematography that we're used to seeing in a Spielberg movie, for example. So when the characters are running like this up the gear, the camera's panning and moving along with them in tremendous kind of shots that aren't normally possible in an animated picture.
The Great Mouse Detective will bring innovative technology to the screen. But at the same time, it's a return to the kind of simple story with lovable characters that has made animated features so well liked. Walt's nephew, now vice chairman Roy Disney, has watched the evolution of Disney animation.
With the advent of the George Lucases and Steven Spielberg, it's made us look a little harder at our own ideas of what we do best. And I think what we do best is create characters, is create new places in the world that only animators can go, which is the world of the mind.
With a new group of mice about to debut on screen, you've got to wonder just what Mickey would have to say about it all.
Mickey would say, gee, I could have played Ratigan, but he'd be wrong. He couldn't possibly play Ratigan.
Smile, everyone.
That's it for this volume. Join us again soon for more exclusive Hollywood screen previews in the next issue of Movies.